And the last of the impulse maneuvers has been completed. That now sets the stage for the fly around to begin about 2.5 minutes from now, as station cameras now capturing the views of the Soyuz just a little more than 2 kilometers away. Both station and the Soyuz are tracking toward the southern tip of New Zealand here shortly. The automated rendezvous and docking system determining the targeting points for the fly-around mode to begin, as well as the station keeping start, which is currently targeted for about 32 minutes after the hour.
And the range rate is 1.5. Copy.
The first views of the Soyuz obviously show that only one of its twin solar arrays is deployed, but again, that has had no issue whatsoever on the health of the spacecraft and generating power for all of its systems. And as it chased the station throughout the late afternoon and evening, headed toward this rendezvous and docking, targeting a docking at 9:46 p.m. Central, 10:46 Eastern Time.
Ожидаем входа в ближний участок.
We are extending by.
Дальность 450, скорость 1.3.
For the entry to the prox zone, and the range rate is 1.3. The rate is 0.4 or 400 meters.
The size of the International Space Station is just about that of a U.S. Football field from end to end. The station's truss structure and solar array wings extend about 357 feet in length. The habitable volume of the station is more than 240 feet long and provides more than 32,300 cubic feet of volume.
So the range is 370 meters and the range rate is 0.9.
The visiting vehicle officer here in Mission Control Houston reporting to Flight Director Dina Contella that everything is right on track for the tracking of the Soyuz to its target point, the docking port on the Russian segment of the station known as the Rassvet module, the mini research module. There are 2 of those on the station, MRM-1, the Rassvet module, the port that's empty awaiting this Soyuz's arrival. There's also another MRM-2 known as Poisk. And that Poisk docking port is currently occupied by another Soyuz spacecraft, that vehicle that delivered the current 3 crew members aboard the station to orbit and to the station back on Friday, March 27th.
So we can see the angles 43, 42. Yes, we are seeing this too. The range rate is 0.6 and the range is 290 meters. Copy.
The two spacecraft will be in daylight for another 10 minutes or so before moving into an orbital sunset over the South Pacific. The current distance of the Soyuz from the station is 268 meters, closing at about a half a meter per second at this point. In the near view is the one of the huge pair of solar arrays, the tip of the solar arrays that provide the power for all of the station modules and systems.
So
the range is 250 and the range rate is 0.4. Copy.
Контролируйте К-15.
Could you please monitor K-15? Yes, we are looking at it.
The fly-around is conducted to allow the Soyuz to line up properly with the its target, which is that Rassvet module on the station's Russian segment. Once the alignment is checked, there'll be a station keeping period to make sure that all of the systems are still go for the final approach, and the final approach should be initiated in the next 5 minutes or so. Docking by the clocks targeted for a little more than 16.5 minutes from now, still targeting 46 minutes after the hour.
Antares, could you please report?
Дальность, конечно, очень сильно от 200 до 230, скорость 0.
Range
На сближение
is
0.26.
30 meters and range rate is 0.12.
Поворачиваемся по крену.
We are performing the
Скорость 0.26 на сближение.
roll maneuver and the range rate is 0.26 and range is 200 meters. 210 meters, correction.
Есть К-15, да. 05:35.
K-15 confirm and it's 05:35.
Дальность 200, скорость 0.2 на сближение.
Range is 200, range rate is 0.2, and we're continuing the roll maneuver. We copy.
So the roll maneuver, now that the Soyuz is in the proper location, as the roll maneuver actually places the vehicle's docking system on target for that Rassvet docking port as well. To spacecraft 250 miles up above the South Pacific.
Дальность 200, скорость 0.16. Все. По-прежнему во влете.
Range is 200, range rate is 0.16, and we're still continuing with the maneuver. We're performing the fly-around maneuver. Copy.
Станция ушла, выходит из зоны ВКУ и
We do not see
возвращается.
the station on the video monitor. It's somewhere on the borders of the VKU monitor and the periscope monitor. Range is 0.9 kilometers.
Дальность 180, скорость 0,48 на сближение 0,5.
Range rate is 0.5, 0.48, and range is 180. Copy.
Есть стабилизация, есть вращение.
Stabil confirmed.
Дальность 180, скорость 0,06.
Range is 180. Range rate is 006.
По угловому размеру.
Antares, what's angle size? Is it as expected?
Сколько клеток сейчас повышка?
How many squares is the station away from the crosshairs? Come again?
SM сейчас сколько занимает клеток?
When you look at SM, how many squares is it away from the center of the crosshairs?
Сейчас сколько клеток занимает?
And what is the diameter of the SM? How many squares does the SM take?
Так, сейчас посмотрим.
Right now,
Захват есть. Да.
we see the ZAFCON,
Наверное, клетка.
and I think it's around
Дальность 170, скорость 0,03.
1 square, and the range is 170. Range rate is 003. We are activating the AGC mode.
Подсветку фару.
Copy, and we copy that you're activating the floodlight as well. Correction, floodlight.
Включаем фару. Дальность
Floodlight has been turned on. Range is 170. Range rate is 003. We confirm. We show the final approach, and we confirm ZAFCON. I understand that you have to have nerves of steel to be docking like that. Vladimir Alexeyevich, we do not hear you quite clearly. You're very hard to understand.
Я вас слышу.
I can hear that you're saying something, but I cannot discern the words.
Есть два причала. Стоим на...
We show final approach, and we are looking at the docking mechanism of MRM-1.
170.
Range is 170.
Принято.
Copy.
В автомате прошел причал у нас.
And as you heard, the final approach has begun.
Final approach.
Just about 10 minutes to docking. Of course, that's it's all up to the vehicle's close approach now from currently 153 meters from the station.
150, скорость набрали на разгон 0,77. Двигатель депо выключились.
Range is 150. Range rate is 0.77. It's a posigrade. We are increasing our speed. Depots versus active.
ВСК тоже контролируете?
Oleg, please monitor VSK periscope as well.
Я везде
Of course, we are.
Да.
I'm looking at the crosshairs.
Дальность по курсу 125 метров, скорость 0,77 на сближение.
So range per course date is 125. Range rate is 0.77. We copy.
Дальность по курсу 100, 0,5 на сближение.
And just about 100 meters now from the station.
100.
Узел
Range rate 0.5. And the docking mechanism is at the center of the VSK crosshairs.
Принято.
We copy. Antares.
Дальность 90
Range
метров, скорость 0,5 на
90. Range rate is 0.5.
Через минуту вход в тень будет у нас.
Please don't forget that you are going to be entering the sunset in about 1 minute.
Через
When? In about 1 minute,
Принято через минуту.
there will be eclipse. We copy. Eclipse is in 1 minute. Range is 0.8.
0,42 на сближение.
And range rate is 0.42. And we have activated the floodlight.
Включал. Да, включил.
Did you activate the floodlight? Yes, I did.
По курсу дальний.
Range 0.75. Range rate is 0.33.
Принято.
We copy.
Узел находится
We see the
1 градус выше.
docking mechanism, which is like 1 degree up from the VSK crosshairs.
Входим в тень.
We are entering the eclipse.
По курсу 0,65, скорость 0,27. Вошли в тень.
We are in the eclipse. Range is 0.65. Range rate is 0.27. We see the docking mechanism. We see the target and the crosshairs.
0,27.
And the range is 0.6. Range rate is 0.27. I see the.
Остальное в тени.
We are in the eclipse, and I see the docking mechanism.
Just under 60 meters now, traveling in toward the station at a very slow 0.2 meters per second.
Do you see everything?
Obviously lining up there with the crosshairs on the docking port of the International Space Station's Rasyet module on the Russian segment.
Yes, we are in the eclipse.
Я не пойму, Айдар. 0,50.
I think range 0.50.
Да, отдаем.
Range rate is 0.21. And we see the target. It's illuminated.
Нет, рассеивающего не установлено.
Oleg, did you install a mate
Дальность 40,
filter?
0,17 на сближение. Все, отдаем.
No. Range is 0.45 and range rate is 0.17. And the target is a little bit to the left, 1 degree off the center of the crosshairs. Copy.
Так, дальность
Range approximately
1,5 клетки, 45 минут.
is 0.45.
17.
Range rate is 0.18.
Готов.
And we see
9,
7
D13, D17.
D17. We confirm that all the commands are ready.
Крест в центре подложки.
And we see it at the center of the overlay. And the range approximately is about 40 meters
38 метров.
or around 38.
Скорость.
Range rate is 0.15. And
Опять доприть.
for the final approach,
V5 АВК.
do you see the L15 format indicator? We do. Moscow copies.
Подходим к 32
We approach in 32 meter range,
в центре.
and the target is at the center of the crosshairs on the overlay,
1 градус ниже.
and it's a little bit 1 degree lower from the OSK crosshairs and a little bit to the left.
Скорость 0,16.
Range rate is 0.16. We are approaching the
Дальность
station.
оцениваю в 32.
And the range rate is approximately 0.32. Range is 0.32.
Крест в центре.
A very smooth approach.
Crosshairs are in the middle.
Docking should occur within the next 4 minutes.
There are no gaps. Range rate is 0.12. We are approaching the 25 meter mark.
Все наблюдаю четко.
I see everything very clearly on the display.
Крест на 1 градус
The
ниже.
crosshairs is
На 2 градуса ниже.
About-
ВСК.
the cross is about 2 degrees lower.
Собрано. Скорость 0,15.
The crosshairs are aligned. We are transitioning to the AR bases. We copy.
Дальность 20.
Range is 20 meters.
Мишень.
Range, rate. The target is at the center, almost at the center.
Скорость 0,12.
Range rate is 0.12. Closing in.
Дальность от
Range is approximately 17 meters.
скорость
Copy.
0,12.
Range rate is 0.12.
Less than 20 meters now from the station.
The
Slight roll to align properly with the docking target.
Скорость 0,13.
range rate is 0.13.
Дальность около
Range is about
15.
13 meters.
Все нормально.
Everything's looking fine. Range rate is 0.1.
Кресты. Крест.
The crosshairs of the target
Дальность от
are aligned, and the
0,1.
range is 10 meters. Range rate is 0.1.
Крест на 1 градус.
The
От центра ВСК.
crosshairs are a little bit 1 degree lower from the center of VSK.
Дальность оцениваю.
Range is 7 meters approximately. Range rate is 0.11.
Мишень чёрная.
We see the target clearly, and the target and the crosshairs are aligned almost perfectly at the center.
Дальность оцениваю в 3 метра.
Range is approximately 3 meters.
Крест в центре подложки мишени.
Now inside about 3 meters or about 10 feet.
Range rate is 0.12.
Standing by for contact and capture.
0.12. We are waiting for contact. The range is less than 1 minute. We are standing by for contact.
Мишень, кресты собраны.
The crosshairs and the target are aligned.
Скорость.
Range rate is 009. Range is 0.1.
Индикаторный.
We are in the indicator mode. We copy 0.5, 45, and 12 seconds.
And we have contact and capture docking of the Soyuz TMA-17M with the International Space Station.
The parameter.
Docking at 9:45 p.m. Central Time, 10:45 this evening Eastern Daylight Time.
Parameters.
Да, так, есть цепка у нас.
All right.
Время цепки.
Time.
05:42, 13, 45, 12.
All right. 0.
At the time of docking, the International Space Station tracking toward the equator and the coast of Ecuador,
Docking mechanism.
250 miles above the Pacific Ocean.
KSP.
Что у нас со штангой?
So what's going on with our left probe? Is it extended?
Параметры
It is. The KDO parameters have been noted.
At contact and capture, the station's
Propellant left.
thruster system was inhibited so that there wouldn't be any perturbations or movement as the Soyuz's probe would then be retracted and locked into place with the hooks and latches between the Soyuz and the Rassvet module.
Shutting down the RTV, the RPV manual air supply. All right. R6 command. R6 command sent.
Я понял.
5-hour, 43-minute trip from launch to docking at the International Space Station, the Soyuz TMA-17M, with 3 crew members ready to augment the Expedition 44 crew, returning the station's crew to 6-person crew for
All right. SSVP format. in.
With these 3 newest crew members set to stay aboard the station for 5 months.
Please write down the parameters.
Есть, ждем от вас замера.
All right, we are ready to copy the parameters. 854. Did you copy what Kimia said? SI pressure. 800. BO.
854 на время 05:47:30.
854.
Принято.
And BO is 794. All right, SSVP 05:45:15 is for the time for the docking mechanism engaged. All right, 45:15. Thank you, Chell. MCC Moscow. Can we already send the R-17 command? Come again, Antares. Can I send Vizir Причал command? V-18. Can we also deactivate the floodlight? Yes, you can, for both of them. It works. V-18 command sent. And then on Bruce panel, please deactivate the floodlight. All right, S13 at 05:49:05.
So for the next few minutes, the docking probe will be retracted, securing the Soyuz to the Rassvet module with the closing of the hooks and latches. You see the graphic showing the 4 visiting vehicles, 2 Russian Progress supply vehicles, and 2 Russian Soyuz TMA spacecraft. TMA-17M brought the 3 crew members currently aboard the station. TMA-17M has just arrived with 3 new crew members.
Not right now. We don't have the information. We got the telemetry at 20 minutes. So.
Как у вас там самочувствие?
The crew, how are you feeling, guys?
Химия.
Chell, Kimia, how are you guys? Just great.
Принято. Рад слышать.
That's good news. Antares Baikonur. We do not copy you that well. Antares, this is Baikonur.
Moscow Station, please to go on.
I
Moscow
cannot
Station.
copy anything with the exception of the Antares work. Antares Baikonur, how do you copy? Oh, that's Baikonur. We can hear just the word Antares and nothing else. How do you copy me? How do you copy me right now? 05:54. We see the pressurizer indicator on, and we see that the hooks are illuminated. Around 05:50. Antares, this is Moscow. They were trying to call you from Baikonur again.
Oleg, как слышишь меня?
Oleg, how do you copy me? Great right now.
Геннадий Иванович узнал.
Слушай, метров на 5 периодически открылась.
Чего?
Метров 5-10, где она открылась.
Открылась все-таки?
At around 5 meters, the solar panel, solar array deployed actually, it opened up. All right, guys. This is Gennady. I'm not going to be in your way anymore. Just continue working.
Все, слышите, пожалуйста?
Inaudible.
Антарес, вы сейчас на 60
Antares,
странице пока, да?
you are now on page 67, is that correct?
Айдар, не пойму, мы на 67-й.
Yeah, we are on...
Плохо слышно.
I didn't copy what you were asking, what page you were asking. We are on page 67. The hooks are retracted. We copy, and we copy on page 67.
Да. Есть защелки в тям 0,5.
Hooks are retracted at 0...
12. Записал.
At 05:53:12.
Где 11?
All right. I put down 11 at the end. Mm-hmm.
So we have confirmation that the hooks and latches are closed. The Soyuz is now safely and securely fastened to the docking port on the Rassvet module of the International Space Station.
05:53:52, штанга СМ втянута транспарант.
SM probe has been retracted. We have performed the SS LEPO mode, and we are sending the D8 command. Moscow,
Да, принято.
did you copy? We are sending the D8 command. Yes, send the command.